We had an exciting weekend in boxing world with well-known people such as Jake Paul and Andrew Tate. They entered the ring to prove themselves. First boxing match took place on December 19 between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. Jake Paul had an advantage because of his young age, 28 years old, but he lacks experience. Anthony Joshua, 36-year-old, he's quite experienced. He had about 32 bouts, and out of those 28 were knockouts. So he's very well established boxer. And as usual, YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul was foul mouthing a lot online to prove to the world that he's gonna shock everyone, he's gonna turn boxing world upside down, etc., etc. However, when he started off, even on the second round itself, you could see Jake Paul was tired, and you could see the composure and professionalism in Anthony, that he carried himself gracefully throughout the fight, and he knocked him off in the middle of the sixth round. Jake Paul was knocked off in the middle of the sixth round. And this fight primarily took place in a short notice. Normally in boxing, you get this notification, you get the fights declared even a year or 6 months in advance. But this fight, they were given only 30 days. And according to reports, this is something initiated by Netflix, because Netflix is the one wanted to draw the more crowd. Netflix is trying to establish itself as a boxing platform, and they were handsomely got paid. According to reports, the total boxing purse was over $250 million, and Jake Paul got paid about $90 million, and the winner, Anthony Joshua, he got paid about $140 million. Next day, on December 20th, in Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai, Andrew Tate, age 39, entered the boxing ring for the very first time and fought Chase Demore, a boxer, 29 years of age, fairly new. He had about 8 bouts to his name. And these two athletes, or kickboxer and boxer in this case, they also were given a few weeks preparation time. This bout was organized as a part of Misfits Boxing Influencers Focus Promotion to capitalize on Andrew Tate's social media. In presence of Andrew Tate in this Misfit Boxing's arena, it definitely added a lot of excitement. It pulled a huge crowd, and a lot of people showed up to watch it. And as usual, being a loudmouth, Andrew Tate, he promoted this event throughout his social media and other platforms. So he gave a really huge exposure being part of this event. And as you can imagine, being a 39-year-old fighting with an quite experienced, even not much experienced, 29-year-old boxer, Andrew Tate also lost in about 6th round to this boxer, Chase Demore. One thing was common between these two fights of first of Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua, and the second one between Andrew Tate and Chase Demore, that both the people who are very popular, Jake Paul and Andrew Tate, they lost. Even though people were betting on them that they're going to win, the way they promote themselves, the way they talk, the way they create this whole aura, this illusion that they're going to do something really big, the fact remained that the person who is experienced, in first case, we saw even though Jake Paul was 8 years younger than Anthony Joshua, still Jake Paul could not beat a professional boxer, even though the professional boxer, Anthony Joshua, was older than him. In the second case, yes, Andrew Tate, he had kickboxing experience under his belt, but still, it was his first time fighting in a boxing match. What happened? Even though the boxer was not too experienced, he had about 7 or 8 bouts to his name, Chase Demore, still Andrew Tate could not beat him. In this case, definitely the age factor. Chase Demore is 10 years younger than Andy Tate. It played off, definitely. So little bit of experience in boxing along with young age definitely give an edge to Chase Demore. And as a whole, in both the fights, the social media influencers is people greatest promoter of themselves, always ready to talk trash talk and promote themselves. They both lost the fight, and with a coincidence, they both of them they lost in sixth round. What a coincidence! Yeah, it was a great weekend. All four fighters they made a lot of money, millions, right? So it shows how the commercial aspect of the game has changed. Both of these fights were arranged within a month. First Jake Paul fight, they were given about 4 weeks, and now Andy Tate fight about 2 to 3 weeks they were given. So it has become just because before Christmas weekend they wanted to give this spectacle to audience and make a lot of money, and they did. Even after losing, the social media influencers they took home a huge sum of money. Yeah, I just wanted to point out what has happened to the sport itself. It has become all commercial now. Within a short notice, they arranged this, and they could not make it happen, the social media influencers, the way they were claiming they are going to do.